Hello everyone and welcome to our tutorial again, and this tutorial I'm going to cover EGS. So what is EGS? EGS is embedded JavaScript templating engine. So let's get started. So what's EGS? It's if you want to embed a JavaScript and if you want to do a server-side kind of programming in you want to pass the template variable data through Node.js, we can use EGS. So let's have an example of EGS with Express.js. And in Visual Studio Code, I have written some simple Express.js code. So first step, we have to import Express. Need to install Express. Then we need to write the step which we have already learned in Express. We need to create an app. The next step would be EGS. So first step, need to install EGS. So what is EGS? EGS is a templating engine. So it's similar. We have a lots of templating engine available in market for EGS. So EGS is free. So we are going to use EGS. So let's start to install npm install EGS. It will take some few minutes. So let's wait. Yeah, now see, you are getting the version of EJS 2.7.1. Now let's write one simple app.listen, which is going to start your web server. I'm running on 3000 port, callback is function, and server is running on port 3000. Now simply run it, and if you're running it, so in a get method we have a about.html. Now let's see what is about.html. So we need to serve this HTML and we need to render the data in that about.html. So how do I do? So let's go to see in about.html. In about.html we have simple HTML file, and in body we are returning hello only, nothing else. So for using your EGS, we need to create a file .egs file and in a views folder. So it will going to render or EGS in a views folder. So first create a folder views, and in here under that views folder create a EGS file. Now here you can see this is the normal h1 tag, and this is the template variable we are passing. So this is the syntax. So what is the name is the dynamic value which we are receiving from user. So suppose user is want to see the data of a particular user, I can throw it out through that variable name. So now let's go back to that JavaScript file. Yeah, now see, so in our use case I want to see that the data. So suppose this is the array object of two students, student 1 and student 2. Student 1 as a roll number 1 and name Abhishek, second roll number is Ravi. So now if I pass the data from student 1, I should receive the name Abhishek. If I pass the 2 to, I'll be receiving Ravi. So that is the basic logic I have written. So now response, which is this one, response dot render students, which is a EGS file name, and next one is the ID which has been passed by user. Suppose a user passed ID 1, it will retrieve the data from the data which we have provided Abhishek. It will pass through the template variable and it will reflect here. Okay, let's go to browser. Now first if I running, so it will display 3000 because it will running this EGS get method, and simply it's running, it's speaking about us.html, and underscore directory name, it will be giving you a root directory name plus your about.html. it will be serving about.html and about us.html. The simple hello is written. If I change anything here, hello, how are you, and save it. If I go back, Yeah, now it's reflecting. So hello, how are you? So similarly, if you want to serve the next API, which is students colon ID, so we need to pass student colon ID. So students colon 1. So if I pass 1, I'll getting Abhishek, because in that array it's written Abhishek is now 2 to Ravi. So now suppose if I change anything here, so now if I add any third student data Kamal here, and let's save it, and if I pass third, I mean to restart. Yeah, let's close it and run this egs.js. Again, and run it again. Yeah, now see, you are getting a Kamal as a name of the student, because one is when if I pass 1, I'll be receiving Abhishek, 2 Ravi, and 3 is Kamal. So that's how you can achieve the task of AGS, and how do I pass the templating variable through HTML you have learned in this tutorial. We are going to continue in EGS. Thanks for watching. Bye.